The woman was shot right in the heart. Time suddenly stopped. Death appeared before him. He said that the woman only has 15 seconds left. In those 15 seconds, it can start and stop time at will. When the countdown reaches 0, death will take him away. The woman first wanted to see the killer's face. Bullet went through his body and shattered the glass. Time shows 14 seconds left, but the pain made her unable to move. Death helped her relieve the pain. That stand up, the woman turn around. Time shows the remaining 13 seconds. He finally saw the face of the killer. Apparently, the murderer was the daughter of her own patient. The woman decided to use time left to punish the murderer. He sprinkled medicinal powder on the floor. He took the remote and turned off the lights. Time shows 11 seconds left. If the murderer came straight through the door, powder, it will show its footprints. Turning off the lights will hide the movement of the... Those women moved some books and wrote the killer's name on the table. Half the time has passed. Death laughs and said that the writing was too big. The killer would have seen it right away. But that was exactly the plan. He broke flower vases and spreading the water evenly on the table. Then he threw the marker far away. Time shows 7 seconds remaining. If the murderer tries to erase his name, he will take a marker on the table. The researchers can later find out the truth of the ink difference, but the murderer will probably notice too. The woman stuck a flower stem into the socket. The wet flower is now electrically charged. If he let go, the rod hits the water on the table. If the killer touches the table while erasing the writing, it will be electrocuted. The woman turned around and kicked the bucket, spilling water on the floor. Time shows remaining 5 seconds. That water goes towards the drain. When the killer stepped on it, the electrical circuit will be complete, and an electric current will go to his heart. Death praised the woman's ingenuity, but he warned that the woman will go to hell for what she did. The woman remembered the suicide letter, patients he found at home. He had secretly changed the patient's sleeping pill. The princess saw it and misunderstood, thought the doctor had harmed his mother. The woman's heart wavered. He pulled out a flower from the socket, making his electric sting weaker. That's the 12, his last love. Time shows remaining 4.5 seconds. He took a pen, another, and fell to the floor. Suddenly, the second bullet hit him. Time shows remaining 0.61 seconds. Death told her that during those 15 seconds, the killer is out. Through the window and shot again from the outside, the woman stared at the envelope on the floor. It fell. His left hand was still holding the envelope, but his right hand could not leave a mark of writing. His life was over. Murderer goes back to the door. He wore sandals so as not to leave footprints. He stepped into the room, walked to the table and stepped on a puddle of water. He saw his name written there. He took a marker to remove it, but suddenly felt like something wasn't right. He turned around and saw a real pen nearby. He took the pen and accidentally touched the table. Instantly, electricity shocked him and he passed out. When he regained consciousness, he heard footsteps outside. Security guards were patrolling. He immediately deleted the writing on the table. He saw an envelope in the hand of a dead woman. The guard passed by and saw the doctor's body. In the meantime, the killer has fled, carrying that envelope. He opened it. It was his mother's suicide note. Her mother wanted to end her life because of the unbearable pain. In his confusion, the princess finally realized